Hello everyone, today I'm back for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we're going to be building Gorilla Grodd from Creature Commandos. I apologize for the lack of uploads. Uh, Hopefully uploads will be on a more stable uploading schedule now. But anywho, let's go ahead and begin. So the materials you're going to be needing to make Gorilla Grodd are cyan terracotta, gray wool, block of gold, red concrete, block of redstone, quartz stairs, white concrete, gray concrete, and black concrete. So, once you have all those, let's go ahead and begin. So we're going to start off this statue with the row of 8 with your cyan terracotta. Like so. Then in front of these, we're going to place cyan terracottas on the very end, and then skip a block and place some right here. Those are his toes. The next row, we're going to place 1 cyan, 2 gray wool, 2 cyan, 2 gray wool, 1 cyan. We are then going to do, I believe, 9 rows of gray wool. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it might be 10. Okay, it's 10. 9 and 10. So there we go. Then what we are going to do on this top row here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 blocks of gold coming outward, 2 redstone, 3 gold. The row below this, we're going to place 2 gold underneath these redstones and then red concrete next to those. Down here, we are going to place gold blocks right in these positions right here and 2 in the middle. And then go ahead and fill in this middle section with just red concrete. Like so. So that is the front of Gorilla Grodd's legs. So, now moving on to the torso. We're going to do, we'll leave it like that. So for the torso, we're going to do 1 gray concrete, 1 cyan, 1 gray, skip 2 blocks, 1 gray, 1 gray on the end, 1 cyan here, and I believe this is going to be cyan here. So basically what we're going to be doing here, this is all going to be covered up, so let's finish the belt here. So on top of these gold blocks in the end, you're going to place more gold blocks. We're going to place gold blocks here. And then we're going to place 2 redstone here and 2 gold blocks on top of that. We are then going to surround these gold blocks with gray concrete. You can just fill this in just like that. And then go ahead and bring these up on the sides and fill in this middle section. Then we're going to place 2 more gray concrete on the ends, just going up an additional row. And then we are going to place gray concrete here and fill in the rest with cyan terracotta, including the middle section. We're then going to do 2 cyan, 4 gray, 2 cyan. We're then going to do 2 cyan, 1 gray, 2 cyan, 1 gray, 2 cyan. We are then going to do an entire row of just gray. We are then going to do 3 cyan, 2 gray, 3 cyan. And you are then going to repeat that 2 more times. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Like so. And then, just to cap off the rest of the torso, you're going to place 3 gray concrete above these cyans. And then you can fill in the last 2 rows, well, last row, I guess, with cyan terracotta. So you should have something that looks like this. So now for 3D details, you're going to get out your gray wool, and we're going to place 4 gray wool right here. And then we're going to pretty much just cover this entire top row of gray wool. And then we're going to place an additional 4 right here. We're then going to come to this corner block here. We're going to skip a block and place a red concrete in both of these corners. And then we're going to come down and place kind of like a diagonal. And then place an additional one under that. In this little section here, we're going to place a block of gold. And then right underneath that, a red concrete. Then right underneath these red concretes here, we're going to place another block of gold. Same on both sides. And then we're going to connect it together at a diagonal. So you should have something that looks like this. So, moving on to the arms, we'll do the left arm first. So for the left arm, we're going to start on this row right here. We're going to do 2 gray concrete, 2 cyan, and if you want to go ahead and just do the other side real quick, you can. And the arms are just mirrored; they're the same. So we're going to start this. We're going to go left to right. So we're going to start this with 1 gray wool, 3 cyan. We're then going to do 4 rows of just gray wool. We're then going to do an entire row of gold. We're then going to do 3 gold, 1 gray. We're then going to do 2 gold, 2 gray. And then the rest can just be filled in with gray wool. Now the arms will be easier to do the 3D details on once we actually build the rest of the arms. It's a little different than the torso and the legs. So let's go ahead and just finish out the front of the arms here. And then we can go from there. And like I said, the other side is the exact same. I can place blocks right. Most of this is going to be covered up anyway, so you really won't notice it. So there's that. That's the front. This is the entire front, by the way, without the 3D details on the arms. So moving on to the sides. They are also pretty simple. So for the sides, we're going to do 2 rows of... Actually, so you're going to bring this back by 3 with the cyan terracotta. And you can go and connect that together in the back. And we're just going to do 2 entire rows of cyan terracotta. The entire side of the legs is gray wool, except for the final row, which is gold. So we can go ahead and knock that block out and continue that onward. Same thing over here. Other side is the exact same. It's pretty simple. It's like that. For the arms, we're going to extend this out by 3 with the cyan terracotta. And then the side of the arm will be gray wool here. So that's 5 rows, and then 3 rows of gold. And then, what is it, 3 or 4 rows? 3 rows of gray wool. Go ahead and fill in the top here. Other side is the exact same. Yeah, pretty much up until we get to the 3D details. It's pretty simple on the sides. Like so. So there we go. That is the sides. Now he looks a little weird right now, but we will soon get to that. Now, onto the back. The back is a little interesting, so you really don't have to put anything on the back. You don't even have to fill it in if you don't want to. I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the entire back with just gray wool. You don't have to do this because we're going to be putting a cape over it. But just for the sake of my OCD, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Just because, why not? But yeah, you're not going to see anything back here. This is going to be covered up. So, you don't have to put the gold on the back. Because, I mean, like I said, it's all going to be covered up. So, he has a huge cape in the show. So, which I hope we do see Gorilla Grodd some more. I think we will. I think maybe in Season 2, Creature Commandos, which, yes, it did get renewed. So, I am curious to see how that goes. There we go. So, let's start the back. Pretty simple. Literally all we're going to do is we're going to take our red concrete, just drag it all the way across the top, bring it all the way down to the ground, connect it over here, bring it all the way up, and then you're just going to fill it in. That's it. So yeah, the back of the statue is pretty simple. We actually didn't even get a look at what it looks like from behind in the show. This is just, I'm assuming that there's nothing on the back of the cape. There may be. But from what we've seen, I don't think there is. So. But yeah, if we ever do see him again, I may make an updated tutorial. That could be years down the road, though. Which it probably will be. But I don't know. We'll see. But I'm really just rambling on here until we get this done. Yeah, I've got quite a few statue tutorials headed you guys' way. I think next I'm actually going to do Creme of the Yellow Hills from Supergirl. It's going to be a comic version, but I will make an updated version once we do finally see what he looks like. It's probably going to be pretty similar, though. So I can't see it being too different. But there's the back. Just a huge red block. So. And we will make a few little changes, but for right now, actually, let's just go ahead and make them right now. So on the row above all this, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 red concretes. Leave the end block, and there we go. That is the cape done. So once we have done that, we can go ahead and let's make all of his gear on his arms. So get out your gold block, and we're going to come to the second row right here and place a gold here, and then do an upright diagonal, place another gold, go on top of that by 2, 1, 2, and then do another upright diagonal. We are then going to go back another one, like so, on top of the arm. And then you're not really going to be able to see it. Do this 2 block here, or 4, go 3 blocks back, and we're going to do 2 up here. So if you want to go ahead and do the exact same thing on this side, you can. So let's do 4, bring the 2 up in the middle. Bring that down, do 1, 2, 3, and then 1 in the corner, just like so. We are then going to get out our block of redstone and fill in this section right here. We are also going to fill in this area right here. For the sides, you're literally just going to drag this back, do redstone here, and there you go. There's the shoulder plates that he has, or the kind of shoulder guard things. So yeah, and obviously there's no cutoff on the end because it's covered by the cape, or what would be there. So But the other side, exact same. So just get all your redstone out, build this up. Like so. So there's that. So now we will go ahead and connect the cape to the back. So go ahead and connect this to the gold here, and same here. Go ahead and place an additional 1 and 2 red going up there. Same thing on the other side. And that is actually the front of the torso with all the 3D details done. And the sides obviously are all done. So, and then you can go ahead and connect this to the cape right there. So, now let us move on to the head. The head is actually kind of fun to make, so let's go ahead and we're going to make just a gray wool outline because that's basically what most of it is. So we're going to just place 2 gray wool right here. This is actually what it would be like if, as you can see here. So just line it up like that and go and fill this in. Bring it back by 1 just because of the cape. Bring it on over like so, and we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go ahead and bring this over and downward. And we are pretty much just going to make a cube. And then we're going to fill it in, and we will go from there. So yeah, pretty simple start here. So yeah. And yeah, just fill in this entire head with gray wool. And once we are done with that, we can move on to designing. Well, not designing, it's already been designed. Making the face. There we go. Here's the back. By the way, I'm curious, do you guys actually want to see a tutorial of like the anti-monitor who I have right back there? He's pretty much just the size of a normal statue, just double. So instead of 4 blocks on the arms, it is 8. So I'm curious if you guys are wanting to see that. If so, let me know. And by the way, for those wondering who that is next to him, that is Eternity, or something like that. It's some weird goddess thing in the DC universe. So, anywho, let's go ahead and let's make the head. So, we are going to start the head by placing a gray wool right here and here. And then we're going to place a 2 cyan terracotta in between and a cyan terracotta up above those gray wools. We are then going to place 2 red concretes in the middle here, break those blocks, and place 2 quartz stairs facing each other. Then on top of that, we're going to place an additional, or 2 gray concrete. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get out our block of gold. And we're going to place them in these 2x2 area right here. Like so. And then we're going to bring that out an additional layer. We are then going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 gold blocks going up and connect the bottom one downward. We are then going to do 2 gold blocks going in on this top row we did, and then place 2 redstone blocks. Place 2 more on top of that. We're then going to place 2 gold blocks underneath the redstone, and then we're going to place 2 gold blocks on top of these, and 2 at the very top here. Then going to place 2 black concrete in these blocks up here, 2 white concretes underneath, and then the rest of this space is just cyan terracotta for these 6 blocks. So there is that. Moving on to the sides, we're going to come to these 2 blocks right here, knock out this 2x2 area and fill this in with gray, or cyan terracotta I should say, and then place 2 going outward. Do the exact same on this side, like so. And we are actually pretty close to being finished, so get out your gray wool, and we're going to come up here and add kind of like this poof to his hair, make it kind of stand up a little more. So on this very end over here, we're going to go in by 1 block and place 1, 2, 3, and 4. Behind that, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Behind that, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then behind that, we're going to go in and place 3 right here. And then 1. We should have this so far. For the next row, we're going to do 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3 here. And then for the final row, we're going to place 1 here. And once you have done that, that is your Gorilla Grodd statue done. So, I'm going to go ahead and, if I can do this right, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my hand. And yeah, here he is, Gorilla Grodd. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize for kind of the lack of uploads. Like I said in the last video, school and work and all that are just driving me crazy. So, but yeah, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. I haven't actually seen Gorilla Grodd video on YouTube. If there is, let me know. I'm curious to see if anybody's made one. But anywho, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys all later. Bye bye.